Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope using my Kabbalistic Tarot cards for June 2019. And this is for you coming from Capricorn. All right, now let me shuffle the cards. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull for you will be to do with your first 15 days of June. And I'm going to tackle your job area. And what does the card say? So it's a very good card. It's a card that's going to benefit you in your job area, getting some reward, a promotion, more money. Or if you're going to change jobs, go hunting for a job in the first 15 days of June, and you're going to benefit very well. So good news there. Now, what about business? Let's see what the card says about business. Well, it's a card that says the money is very far away from you. The money is very far away from you. And I see the black moon there, which means delays in getting what you want. It's not a bad card in the sense that you might lose money, but you'll have to be patient in the 15 days to get what you want. So go slow in the first 15 days. Don't be impatient, hasty, going to look for offers or expanding your business or things like that. Take your time. If you're already in business, look after what you already have. That would be good enough. That's the way I look at it. Now we will talk about romance, a new romance. If you find one in the first 15 days, how would it be for you coming from Capricorn? And it would be a very good one. Somebody who is already doing very well is interested in you, or you could be interested in somebody who is already doing very well. So go for that new romance possibility if it's knocking on your door, and you're going to benefit from it. What about your old romance, meaning the romance that you have right now? How is that going to go? Well, it's the card that says that there are many opposites to everything, simply meaning that you listening to me have to be very agreeable to your ongoing romance that you might have. Otherwise, differences of opinion can come about. It's not a bad card in the sense there's any breakup, but it's a card that says you have to be very flexible, very negotiable. You have to understand what your ongoing romance partner wants, and that's the way to keep it happy. Now, what about your marriage situation? Let's see what the card says. In the first 15 days of June, you coming from Capricorn. Well, it's a to and fro card, meaning that problems come, problems go, good news comes, good news goes. But what I don't like from this card is that the ability of staying power, I'm talking about you listening to me, the ability of staying power in a marriage is weakening. So you have to improve that stamina by being agreeable and supportive to your marriage partner. That's all it's asking for you. Otherwise, there will be a sense of gloominess and disagreeability and maybe even arguments. So tell yourself for the first 15 days of June, you're going to do everything you can to make your marriage happy, go out and have a good time. Days will pass and you will see that nothing very bad happens. Now, what about your last 15 days? It's all about entanglement. Every problem is so difficult to be solved. It's all entangled. And in the middle of it is the financial situation that's tearing apart you. And so this card is about your job. And so there's so many problems in your job. You can lose it very easily. So, and even if you try to apply for a job in the last 15 days, you're not going to get very far. So last 15 days, tell yourself, work very hard, respect your superiors, get help from the people you work with just to save your job. Otherwise, things are going to go exploding into your face and you'll be out of the job, out of a salary. Is that bad a card? Now, what about business in the last 15 days? Let's see what the card says. And, well, actually, it's quite a good card. It says you can make business. You can, or rather, you can make money in the last 15 days. But from this card, I would say that there's somebody in authority who controls the strings of the purse from which you want to make money. So if you are in business, you'll have to be very flexible, very negotiable, very friendly, and you'll have to be very agreeable to things. And only then you will be able to do well. If you try to be taking charge of anything in business, you will see that those who want to support you financially will move away from you. So don't make that mistake of being hot tempered or wanting to take control in business. Negotiate in a humble way, and you will be able to do well enough in the last 15 days in business. What about romance? And let's see that could you find a new romance in the last 15 days? And if you find what was going to happen, and look at this card, is the card of conflict. And so you're going to meet somebody who is ready for conflict, or the person coming to you in the form of a new romance is under conflict, a very unhappy person, a dangerously angry person. So you don't want to fall into those arms. So think carefully when you approach for a romance in the last 15 days, think carefully, play safe. Otherwise, you will be all mixed up in somebody else's problems, and all this conflict will rise very quickly and you'll regret it. And what about if you have already a romance? How is that going to go in the last 15 days? And let's look at this. This is a much better card. It says that although there are trouble around, but they can be easily solved. So all you have to do is to be kind to your ongoing partner, be receptive of what the problems are, find a way how to deal them, and you'll be able to handle it. This card, one thing this card says, that if there's a problem and you allow it to grow big, then you'll have a problem. So if you sense there's a problem in your love affair that you are having, don't bring up these problems. Tell yourself for the last 15 days of June, you don't want to bring up anything that might disturb the sanctity and the happiness of your ongoing romance. That way, leave things sleeping. Don't want to wake up the dragon. Otherwise, you will have problems. Now, what about your marriage? So let's see what the card says about your marriage. Oh, that's not good. This card makes you feel that you are caught in an unhappy marriage, that you are looking for escape and you will not find one in the last 15 days of June. So since you're not going to find that escape, why don't you, while you're in that marriage, improve it, find solutions, speak to your marriage partner, find what's wrong. Is you listening to me? So find out what's wrong and find remedies, because this card shows a very unhappy situation in the last 15 days where your marriage is concerned. But still, there's no way out. So you might as well find solutions. That would be better. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky ages. There'll be some people in Capricorn who are going to be very lucky in the month of June. And let's see what ages they might be. Well, from this card, I'm going to say if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32, 41 or 50, 59 or 68, or 77, you're going to be one very, very lucky person. Everything will go right, whether the job, the business, the romance, the marriage. If you're not of these ages, then you'll have to see me for a 90-minute session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. Now let's move on and give you the lucky dates, DATES. There'll be some dates which will provide the happiness, the good luck in whatever you want to do. And the dates for you will be the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd. Very, very lucky dates. So look forward to the 5th, 14th, and 23rd, whether to go to the casino, whether it's looking for the romance, whether to make your marriage partner happy, whether to get good luck for your job or business. 5th, 14th, 23rd, very powerful dates for you to bring good luck. And now we will go to your lucky colors. And what will be your lucky colors for the month of June? Well, 2 colors, white and silver colors, is what I want you to use as much as possible, and contact white and silver colors in the month of June, whether undergarments, top garments, or white handkerchief, or some things of silver. And that will help you to overcome difficulties and produce unexpected good luck for you. And now what about direction energy? So there will be some directions. 9 planets are surrounding us, and when we look north, south, east, or west, we are going to face a planet. And for you coming from Capricorn, What do I suggest? Well, I'm going to suggest northeast. So when you face northeast, you're going to attract money and you're going to attract good communications in the month of June. And you are going to basically attract new possibilities of what you want. So face northeast for the inspiration. Face northeast if you're going to the casino and standing in front of the slot machine, face northeast, and you will see good luck will come for you. So for inspiration for anything, face northeast, and you will do very well. Well, that's the message I have for you for the month of June. Now, I have this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And so during this 90 minutes, I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers. I will teach you how to go into the supernatural side of you. I will give you your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky colors. A lot of information. And so with all that, you'll get your next 7, 8, or 9 years perfectly right. So send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I'll definitely reply to it and we'll get this 90-minute session going. Until then, thank you and goodbye.